Hi, my name is Christy Harmon with Thumbprint Fitness, where we embrace unique minds, unique bodies, and unique lifestyles. So today what we're going to focus on is just the basic push-up. So whether you are just beginning or if you're advanced, we're going to start with the basics to make sure your form is right. So first, we're going to start at the wall for those who have never done a push-up before. So let's talk about our hand positioning for a second. If you're starting with your hands too wide, it's going to go into the shoulder and you're going to end up starting to mess up your shoulder over time. If it's in too narrow, it's actually going to end up being a tricep push-up. So we just want a regular chest push-up. So I tell people start with your hands in front and then bring your hands back. So that way they're a little bit outside of your shoulders, but not too far, but still right at the shoulder length. And then we're just going to turn to the wall and then press your hands back out. I want you to make sure to have your feet in a staggered stance with a slight bend. You don't want it locked and you don't want too much bend, just a little bit right there to make sure you're nice and stable. So when you start your push-up, I want you to just make sure bend at your elbows and going up and down. So just bend at the elbows. Now when you're pushing and you're going back and forth, make sure that your elbows are pointing slightly down, but not too far. You don't want it to go straight under you. It's at a slight angle. If your elbows are going too high, then it's going to start to go into the shoulders, and you don't want that. So keep your hands shoulder length, shoulder level, and push back and forth. After you get used to that, then you can straighten out and put both feet straight back, and then continue doing your push-up. Just like that. And once you get comfortable with that, make sure that you're looking ahead and you're not looking down or up too far. Now you have a nice neutral chin, straight neck, straight back. And once you get more comfortable with that, then you move to a regular just elevated push-up where you're not as high on the wall, but you're still slightly up. So now with the elevated push-up, your hand positioning is still going to be the same, but we're going to be a little lower than what the wall had for us. So we're going to still start on our knees. Now you can use a box, a chair, a bench, even your couch at home, something else that's a little bit more elevated for you than the floor. So I'm going to still start, but I'm going to start on my knees now, still with your hands about a shoulder width apart, and you're just still pushing down and up, down and up. And remember, you're looking ahead, so that way your shoulders aren't rolled forward, looking ahead and keeping your back straight. After you're comfortable with that, go ahead and lift those knees off the ground, and you're doing the same thing. Now when you're elevated, I like to tell people, try to make it your goal to touch your chest on the box or the chair or whatever you have. Now after you feel comfortable with this, you can go ahead if you need to. If you have a box that's a little bit lower and you're not quite comfortable with the floor, that's okay. Get a box that's lower. And then when you finally get to the floor, go ahead, still start on your knees. Hands are still about shoulder width apart. And when you're going down, I like to tell people, make sure that your elbows almost make your body like an arrow. So your elbows are going back rather than, if elbows were just going straight to your side, that goes to the triceps. And if your elbows are going out, that goes into the shoulders, and that's way too much pressure. So make sure, elbows back. You're like an arrow, straight arrow, looking forward ever so slightly. Then once you're comfortable with that, then you can go straight on the toes. Same thing, looking forward, keeping that back straight. Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. Hey, if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can also follow me on social media, on Instagram and Facebook. Thanks guys, we'll see you later.